Hey Leo, can you feel it? That restless energy stirring inside you? That sudden urge to break free, to step into something bigger? This isn't just any full moon. It's a super full moon in Leo, the most powerful astrological event of February 2025. And if you're a Leo, this could be the moment that changes your destiny. But here's the real question. Are you ready to claim your power? Because what's coming isn't just about emotions or personal growth. This is about breakthroughs, unexpected wealth, and life-altering opportunities. Financial miracles? Yes, they're possible. What if I told you that this super full moon could bring a sudden windfall? Maybe a surprise promotion, a business deal that skyrockets, or even a massive financial blessing you never saw coming. This is the kind of energy that turns people into overnight successes. Some might win the lottery. Some might receive an inheritance. Others could find themselves suddenly aligned with the right people at the right time in the right place. Why Leos will feel this the most? Leo, you were born to shine, but sometimes life dims your light. This full moon is your cosmic wake-up call. It's here to push you beyond your fears, beyond your comfort zone, and into the version of yourself you were always meant to be. In astrology, full moons bring culmination and clarity. This one, happening in your sign, is amplifying your personal energy 100-fold. If you've been feeling stuck, lost, or uninspired, the universe is about to hit reset on your life. And here's the thing, what you do with this energy matters. Some people will resist change and stay exactly where they are. Others, they'll step up, take bold risks, and reap the rewards. Destiny, karma, and your next big leap. In Buddhist philosophy, everything is connected. Your thoughts, your actions, your past, and your future. This full moon isn't just a random event. It's a karmic checkpoint. What you've been putting into the universe, your efforts, your dreams, your silent prayers, could finally return to you in a way you never expected. So ask yourself, do you feel restless, like something big is about to happen? Have you been seeing signs, angel numbers, déjà vu, strange coincidences? Do you feel like you're standing on the edge of something life-changing? If yes, this is your confirmation. This isn't just another full moon. This is your chance to rewrite your story. What's next? Stay with me. We're just getting started. Up next, I'll reveal exactly why this super full moon is the most intense for Leos, what signs to watch for, and, most importantly, how to use this energy to attract wealth, love, and success like never before. So don't go anywhere. Your future is calling. Are you ready to answer? Drop a comment below. I am Leo, and I claim this powerful energy. Leo, you are the star of this cosmic event. This super full moon isn't just passing through your sign. It's activating something deep within you, something that has been waiting for the right moment to emerge. Full moons have always symbolized culmination, revelation, and transformation. But when one occurs in your own sign, it doesn't just illuminate the sky, it illuminates you. Leo is ruled by the sun, the very source of light and life. You are the embodiment of radiance, confidence, and bold self-expression. Unlike other signs that seek external validation, you thrive when you fully embrace who you are meant to be. This full moon is a mirror, reflecting both your strengths and the fears that have held you back. It's a cosmic invitation to shed self-doubt, step out of the shadows, and claim your rightful place in the world. But why is this particular full moon so powerful for you? Because it acts as a breaking point. Imagine a dam holding back water that has been building up for months, years even. This energy has been gathering in your life through experiences, lessons, and internal shifts. Now, with the light of the full moon shining directly into your sign, the dam is breaking. This can manifest as a surge of ambition, an undeniable urge to change something, or an opportunity so big that you can't ignore it. Some Leos will feel this in their career, a long-awaited breakthrough, a bold career move, or even an unexpected financial windfall. Others will feel it in love, a relationship reaching a powerful turning point, a reconnection, or the clarity to walk away from something that no longer serves them. And for many, this moment is about freedom, realizing you no longer have to stay confined by old beliefs, toxic patterns, or the fear of stepping into your full power. This energy is strong, but not everyone will embrace it. Some will resist. Some will stay within the comfort of what is familiar, even if it no longer fits them. This is the difference between those who ride the wave of change and those who get swept away by it. Change is inevitable, but growth? That is a choice. Think about a lion in the wild. A true king or queen of the jungle doesn't wait for permission to roar. He knows its power. He knows when to act. The moment this full moon rises, you are being called to do the same. If you have been hesitating on a big decision, this is the sign you've been waiting for. If you've been holding back your talents, your voice, your dreams, this is the moment to step forward. In life, everything is about timing. Some opportunities don't come twice. The energy of this full moon is like an open gate, a brief window where you can align with your highest potential and move toward the life you truly desire. The question is, will you walk through it? Your mind might hesitate, filled with doubts and fears. But deep inside, you already know the answer. Growth never happens in comfort. The greatest transformations come when you take the leap, even if you don't yet see the landing. The universe doesn't ask for certainty, only for trust. This is your golden moment. Don't let it pass you by. The energy of this super full moon in Leo is not subtle. It is loud, undeniable, and deeply personal. If you are a Leo, you may already be sensing it. There's a restlessness in the air, a feeling that something big is about to shift. Maybe you can't put it into words, but it's there, a deep, intuitive knowing that your life is standing at the edge of transformation. This is how awakening begins. It doesn't come as a quiet realization. It comes as a call to action, a push, a force that won't let you stay in the same place any longer. And if you're feeling it, if you find yourself pacing, dreaming bigger than usual, craving change, it means this full moon is speaking to you. Leo by nature is not a passive sign. You are ruled by the sun, and your energy is meant to radiate outward. You thrive when you can express yourself freely, when you are seen, when your voice carries weight. This full moon is activating that core part of you, amplifying your desires and making it impossible to ignore the things you have been suppressing. If you have been feeling creatively blocked, expect inspiration to rush in. If you have been unsure about your next move, expect clarity to arrive in unexpected ways. One of the most striking effects of this full moon is the sudden emergence of opportunities. Doors that seemed locked may swing open without warning. A chance encounter, an unexpected message, a conversation that shifts your entire perspective. These are not coincidences. This is the universe aligning with your readiness to step forward. At the same time, your intuition is heightened. You may find yourself sensing things more deeply, reading between the lines of situations that once confused you. You might recognize truths about yourself or others that were always there but never fully seen. This is because full moons bring illumination, revealing what was once hidden, not just externally but within. And here's the most important part. When this happens, you have a choice. Do you embrace what you see? Or do you turn away, afraid of the changes that may come with it? Many people experience moments of clarity but ignore them out of fear. Growth often asks us to leave behind comfort, familiarity, and even parts of our identity that no longer serve us. But resisting change doesn't stop it from happening. It only makes the transition harder. For some Leos, this full moon will feel like a breaking point, a moment where you can no longer tolerate what has been holding you back. If you've been in a job, relationship, or mindset that feels too small for you, the discomfort will become impossible to ignore. You will feel an urge to break free, to expand, to claim something greater for yourself. This is the natural rhythm of life. Everything moves in cycles and we are constantly evolving. What once fit you may no longer align with who you are becoming. And then, there are those who will experience a surge of confidence like never before. This isn't about arrogance or ego. It's about self-recognition. The realization that you can do more. That the limits you once believed in were never real. That you have spent too much time doubting yourself when, in reality, the world is waiting for you to step into your full power. If you are feeling any of this, the restlessness, the excitement, the intuitive nudges, the urge to take action, it's because you are awakening to your own potential. And this full moon is not just here to remind you of that. It's here to push you toward it. Think of a river that has been flowing along a familiar path for years, carving its way through rock and earth. Suddenly, there is a shift, a landslide, a break, an unexpected redirection. The water doesn't stop flowing. It adapts, defines a new path, sometimes one that is even more powerful than before. This is the moment you are in. The question is not whether change is coming. The question is whether you will flow with it or resist. Resistance leads to frustration, stagnation, and missed opportunities. But surrendering to the flow, trusting that this shift is happening for you, not against you, leads to expansion, clarity, and breakthroughs. This full moon is reminding you that you are not here to play small. You are not here to dim your light. Whatever is calling to you, whether it's a new direction, a bold decision, or a step toward something you have been afraid to claim, it's time. Not tomorrow, not someday, no. This super full moon in Leo is not just an event, it is a catalyst. The energy it brings is raw, bold, and unfiltered, but it is up to you to harness it, shape it, and channel it into action. The universe may open doors, but it is your choice to walk through them. This is a moment that demands more than passive observation. It calls for deliberate, fearless participation. Leo is a sign of creation, expression, and confidence. Unlike other signs that operate in the realm of subtlety, you are meant to be seen. This full moon intensifies that calling, urging you to break free from hesitation and claim what is already yours. But before you can fully step into this power, there is something important you must do: clarify what you truly desire. The mind is often clouded by distractions, expectations, and external noise. If you are unsure about what you truly want, how can the universe align with your vision? The first step is writing it down. Not just vague hopes or hesitant wishes, but a clear, fearless declaration of what you want in this new chapter of your life. No limits, no apologies. The mere act of writing brings clarity. It shifts energy from thought to reality, creating a foundation upon which action can be built. Once clarity is established, it is essential to clear away any lingering energy that no longer serves you. Just as a room needs to be decluttered before it can be redecorated, your personal energy field needs to be reset before you can fully step into the new. This can be as simple as taking a salt bath, meditating in silence, or engaging in deep, intentional breathing. Water, in particular, has long been known to wash away stagnation and create space for renewal. This is not about rituals or beliefs. It is about recognizing that the body, the mind, and the environment are interconnected, and when one is cleared, the others follow. Once the weight of old energy has been lifted, the next step is to embrace confidence in its purest form. Leo energy thrives when it is expressed, not hidden. This is the moment to step into your full presence, to own your space, to stand tall in your abilities and speak without hesitation. Too often, people wait for external validation before recognizing their own worth. This full moon does not wait for approval, and neither should you. A simple yet powerful practice is to stand in front of a mirror, meet your own gaze, and speak your truth aloud. Not as a wish, but as a statement of certainty. The way you speak to yourself shapes your reality, and when you affirm your own power, you give it life. Words hold weight. What you say to yourself, you eventually become. Finally, the most critical step: action. The energy of this full moon is potent, but it is temporary. If you wait too long, it will pass and the moment of alignment will fade. The boldest dreams remain only ideas unless they are acted upon. If there is a plan you have been considering, now is the time to move forward. If there is a conversation you have been avoiding, now is the time to have it. If there is a risk you have been hesitating to take, now is the time to trust yourself enough to leap. There is a well-known truth: momentum creates momentum. The hardest part of any transformation is the first step. But once movement begins, once the first action is taken, everything that follows becomes easier. The is to start, without waiting for the perfect conditions, without overanalyzing, without letting fear dictate your choices. This full moon is not just an opportunity, it is an invitation. A door has opened, and on the other side is everything you have been waiting for. The question is, will you step through? With the immense energy of this super full moon in Leo, there is great power, but also great responsibility. This is a time of heightened emotions, amplified desires, and accelerated transformation. But with such intensity, there is also the risk of being consumed by the very fire that fuels you. Knowing how to navigate this energy is just as important as knowing how to harness it. One of the most crucial lessons during this period is learning to balance confidence with humility. Leo, being ruled by the sun, thrives in self-expression and natural leadership. You are meant to stand out, to shine, to inspire. But when the ego becomes too dominant, it can cloud your ability to truly listen both to yourself and to others. This full moon is a mirror, reflecting not only your strengths but also the areas where growth is needed. It asks you to look inward, not just outward. What happens if pride keeps you from seeing an important truth? What if attachment to your current path prevents you from recognizing a better one? True confidence is not about resisting change, but about being adaptable, knowing when to assert yourself and when to surrender. Another challenge during this full moon is indecision. The heightened energy can make everything feel overwhelming. So many possibilities, so many emotions, so much movement all at once. But hesitation can be just as dangerous as impulsiveness. If there is a choice that has been lingering in your mind, if there is an opportunity that excites you but also scares you, this is not the time to sit back and wait. The window of alignment is brief. Overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment, or doubting yourself will only allow the energy to pass you by. If you already know deep down what you need to do, trust that knowing. There is no greater regret than the realization that fear kept you from stepping forward when the universe had already cleared the path. Emotional intensity is another major factor to be mindful of. Full moons always amplify emotions, and when combined with Leo's passionate nature, feelings can become even more exaggerated. Joy, excitement, inspiration, but also frustration, impatience, and even self-doubt can feel stronger than usual. This is why mental discipline is so important. A passing thought of fear or negativity can become magnified if you let it spiral. Just as fire needs fuel to burn, emotions need focus to grow. If you find yourself caught in a cycle of negative thinking, pause and redirect. What you focus on will expand. Choose your thoughts wisely, just as you would choose the words you speak aloud. Lastly, this full moon brings a lesson in control, or rather in letting go of it. Leo energy, with its natural leadership and strong will, often seeks to shape, direct, and command. But not everything in life can be controlled. Some things are meant to unfold naturally. Some things require trust rather than force. Trying to control every outcome, every reaction, every detail will only lead to frustration. Sometimes, the greatest power lies in allowing things to move as they are meant to, rather than forcing them into your expectations. So now ask yourself, are you clinging too tightly to your own image, unwilling to see what is beyond it? Are you delaying a decision that you already know the answer to? Are you feeding into emotions that do not serve you? Are you trying to force an outcome when the natural flow is leading you elsewhere? This full moon does not demand perfection. It simply asks for awareness. The ability to recognize these patterns is what allows you to break free from them. The moment you do, you open yourself up to the full potential of this transformation. The energy is here, the path is ready. The only thing left is your choice. With the immense energy of this super full moon in Leo, there is great power, but also great responsibility. This is a time of heightened emotions, amplified desires, and accelerated transformation. But with such intensity, there is also the risk of being consumed by the very fire that fuels you. Knowing how to navigate this energy is just as important as knowing how to harness it. One of the most crucial lessons during this period is learning to balance confidence with humility. Leo, being ruled by the sun, thrives in self-expression and natural leadership. You are meant to stand out, to shine, to inspire. But when the ego becomes too dominant, it can cloud your ability to truly listen both to yourself and to others. This full moon is a mirror, reflecting not only your strengths but also the areas where growth is needed. It asks you to look inward, not just outward. What happens if pride keeps you from seeing an important truth? What if attachment to your current path prevents you from recognizing a better one? True confidence is not about resisting change, but about being adaptable, knowing when to assert yourself and when to surrender. Another challenge during this full moon is indecision. The heightened energy can make everything feel overwhelming. So many possibilities, so many emotions, so much movement all at once. But hesitation can be just as dangerous as impulsiveness. If there is a choice that has been lingering in your mind, if there is an opportunity that excites you but also scares you, this is not the time to sit back and wait. The window of alignment is brief. Overthinking, waiting for the perfect moment, or doubting yourself will only allow the energy to pass you by. If you already know deep down what you need to do, trust that knowing. There is no greater regret than the realization that fear kept you from stepping forward when the universe had already cleared the path. Emotional intensity is another major factor to be mindful of. Full moons always amplify emotions, and when combined with Leo's passionate nature, feelings can become even more exaggerated. Joy, excitement, inspiration, but also frustration, impatience, and even self-doubt can feel stronger than usual. This is why mental discipline is so important. A passing thought of fear or negativity can become magnified if you let it spiral. Just as fire needs fuel to burn, emotions need focus to grow. If you find yourself caught in a cycle of negative thinking, pause and redirect. What you focus on will expand. Choose your thoughts wisely, just as you would choose the words you speak aloud. Lastly, this full moon brings a lesson in control, or rather in letting go of it. Leo energy, with its natural leadership and strong will, often seeks to shape, direct, and command. But not everything in life can be controlled. Some things are meant to unfold naturally. Some things require trust rather than force. Trying to control every outcome, every reaction, every detail will only lead to frustration. Sometimes, the greatest power lies in allowing things to move as they are meant to, rather than forcing them into your expectations. So now ask yourself, are you clinging too tightly to your own image, unwilling to see what is beyond it? Are you delaying a decision that you already know the answer to? Are you feeding into emotions that do not serve you? Are you trying to force an outcome when the natural flow is leading you elsewhere? This full moon does not demand perfection. It simply asks for awareness. The ability to recognize these patterns is what allows you to break free from them. The moment you do, you open yourself up to the full potential of this transformation. The energy is here, the path is ready. The only thing left is your choice. The energy of this super full moon in Leo is not just something to observe. It is something to engage with, harness, and integrate into your life. It is a force of momentum, a cosmic push toward expansion. And like any powerful energy, it requires direction. Without intention, it may feel chaotic or overwhelming. But with the right approach, it becomes a catalyst for profound transformation. This is where rituals come in, not as mystical acts, but as tools to help you focus your mind, align your energy, and actively participate in the changes unfolding around you. Writing is one of the simplest yet most powerful ways to work with this energy. When thoughts stay in the mind, they often remain abstract, tangled with doubt and hesitation. But when they are written down, they become real, tangible. This full moon is a time to let go of what no longer serves you, and the act of writing a release letter allows you to do exactly that. Whether it is fear, past mistakes, limiting beliefs, or even relationships that no longer align with your path, putting them into words and then burning the paper symbolizes the act of conscious release. Fire transforms, reducing what once felt heavy into weightless ash. It is not about erasing the past, but about choosing not to carry its burden forward. Another way to work with this energy is through physical objects that hold meaning. Crystals, for instance, have long been recognized for their ability to store and amplify energy. Placing stones like tiger's eye, citron, or clear quartz under the full moon is not about the objects themselves, but about the act of charging your own intentions into something tangible. Just as a tool is only as effective as the hands that wield it, these objects serve as reminders of the energy you are cultivating: strength, confidence, clarity. The next time you hold them, you are reminded of the intentions you set under the full moon's light. Visualization is another practice that aligns perfectly with Leo's energy. This sign thrives on seeing the bigger picture, on crafting a vision and stepping boldly toward it. Creating a vision board is more than an artistic exercise. It is a way of anchoring your dreams into reality. Choosing images that represent your goals, arranging them in a way that excites and inspires you, and placing them somewhere visible keeps your energy focused. The full moon magnifies what you give attention to, so this is the perfect time to refine your vision. Clarity leads to action, and action leads to manifestation. Water, too, has always been used to absorb and transmit energy. Setting a jar of clean water under the full moon allows it to capture the energy of this celestial moment. The next day, drinking this moon-charged water serves as a symbolic and physical act of integration. It is a reminder that change is not just external, It must be internalized, embodied. But beyond any specific practice, the most important element is your mindset. These rituals are not about superstition or magic. They are about deliberate, conscious participation in your own evolution. They are a way to pause, reflect, and engage with the energy that is already moving within you. The full moon does not create change. It illuminates what is already in motion. The question is, will you direct it or will you let it pass by? The choice is always yours. If you feel called, choose one of these rituals and commit to it, not just as an experiment but as a declaration of your own readiness. And once you do observe, notice how the simple act of setting an intention shifts your perception, how writing something down gives it weight, how acknowledging what you want makes it feel more attainable. Because at the core of all these practices is one universal truth. The moment you become clear about what you want, the universe starts working with you to make it happen.